All right, we're live.
We're live. All right, everybody. So who's all excited about this? Not everybody all at once now. Come on.
I know Sydney's excited.
Okay, so let's see this thing. I am loading up the app. So I mean, we've been seeing a lot of things. I'm looking on, some of the leaks that are out there right now. I'm seeing looks like a home button on one render, like a S3 kind of home button kind of style.
You mean on the side?
No, like let's just see.
That's not one that you can flip up or down.
No, it's like a little home button, like an.
Well, we've got the countdown.
Starting.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be cool, guys. Yeah, I want to bother try to share my screen to show you. No. Okay, so.
Buffering.
Hey, glad you made it. Carl will be here in just a second. He's right over there.
Okay, thanks. I'll see you there. Welcome to a special day of first and a notable second for OnePlus.
It's really jittery for me.
The world's first product launch in virtual reality. And it's also one of the first launches done together with our users.
Oh, okay.
We chose this format for a very special reason. Our users are a part of our family.
I wish I could like reposition the center of it. Like if I'm not using cardboard, I don't want to.
Therefore, I thought it wouldn't make sense to stand on some stage and talk down to you guys. That's the old way of doing things. Instead,
it's pretty jittery,
our office and launch our new product with us, shoulder to shoulder, side by side.
But I gotta give them props. This is pretty neat to be able to just do this kind of together, right?
That's actually pretty cool.
And today, we're taking the idea one step further.
Even if you don't have the cardboard, it's actually pretty interesting.
Just wanted to make something cool. Wait a moment. Sit over there, by the way. So as a kid, you had all these wild dreams. You would think to yourself, why are things done this way? Why is it all the same? If I was responsible, I would do it better. And as a kid, you had the time to dream. Your dreams were pure. Because no one told you what was possible and what wasn't. A blanket can make you a superhero. And a toy rocket can take you to outer space. In a way, OnePlus is a tribute to our childhood selves. Technology has fundamentally changed the way we live. And we want to add to that revolution, but do so in our special way. We've done a lot of crazy things because no one told us what was possible and what wasn't.
Gotta say, if
Today, we're doing that again with the launch of the OnePlus 2.
We're to do this on this current,
in a way that's never been done before. And we chose this format.
Wish I could reposition, like I said.
Our community has known us before we even had a product. It's the only reason why we exist. We have and always will build OnePlus together with our fans. We actually have a few of our fans in the office today. We've been playing around with the OnePlus 2 for a few days. They're going to tell you all about it. So let's go talk to them.
Hey, Christian, maybe you can tell us about your experience.
Sure, Kat. I heard about OnePlus right at the beginning, but I actually realized it
I don't know how they get into that live stuff pop up on this, like their names. Like I'm really getting a headache watching the jitteriness of it.
After I joined, I got more and more active on the forums. I started helping people out with their problems. They had sometimes flashing problems, for example.
They really want to hype up the forums, eh? Like it seems to be like that's some sort of factor to get your invite or something.
I joined the moderators team, and by the way, my username is DRCH if anyone wants to hit me a message. It was actually pretty amazing to see how the community is growing, not only on the forums but also on other social media sites. And the forums, one of the best things OnePlus created.
We'll set this up.
Basically everyone around the world. When the OnePlus 1 came out, I wasn't actually looking for a new phone, even though I had a really old one.
This is what I'm getting.
I really used it over 3 years.
There should be a button at the top if you pause it, there should be a button at the top that says cardboard or no cardboard, like this little icon.
Yep, I can definitely pause it.
To invest
There we go,
600
that's
to
better.
700 bucks into a new flagship, but then I saw the OnePlus One and it was just amazing, so I had to get it.
Like,
And now
take a
I'm
look.
really excited for the 2. And
Yeah,
I really have
so-
to thank OnePlus, not only personally, but I think I can speak for the whole community, all your fans, for all the friendships I was able to create, and that you are all actively with your customers, and also for letting me part in your
Well, they say interactive with their customers, but you know they never really had a lot of customer service issues.
Have a new phone coming up.
So
What are your thoughts on the new phone? Well, it's perfect. It's just everything,
it's hyperbole.
and
It's perfect. It's over the top,
just
amazing,
the basic
awesome
design of
sauce.
the one is still here, and the button placement, the camera, it's just all in all, just an amazing phone.
So recently I've been reading on Twitter a lot of people like guessing the price of the phone.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, most of the people think it's up to $500 to $600, but since you start up and it was one of your goals to make a cheap phone, I think it's more like $400.
I wonder what that
something.
URL will bring you to if you try to go to it.
We shall see.
Can you see that URL underneath the
And
couch?
it's that community that makes
Okay,
us
I'm
get
back.
up every morning and go against giants.
One
And recently, I've also had the opportunity to
.us
speak with a few more of our fans around the world.
/Q9
And this is what they have to say.
C4. Oh, I gotta move this around now. I entered an invalid invite. Have you double checked the code? Huh.
The favorite moment is when I got the invitation. It was at 2 a.m. My roommate was sleeping.
I'm wondering if they're putting little
Hey, bro,
codes
the
around.
bro is coming in like 10 days.
That's a
'Cause if you-
possibility.
So then I brought up that code, or what they gave me, the OnePlus
Most memorable moment. It was when I opened the box, I suppose. I
Q9C4.
remember when I received
It brings me
I was
to a
showing
line that
everyone,
says invites claim GLYJ, and it's already looks like it's already claimed.
Interesting.
So now I'm gonna look around for other codes. That's kind of neat.
I think
We have maybe a little inside
with high-end specs.
thing to
That's
see
what
who's
I'm
paying
looking out
attention.
for right now.
The best thing about the OnePlus is that they actually do talk
There it
to
is.
us, and they do listen to us.
So it makes me feel like being a part of the whole company itself, not just of the community.
It's not like you just bought a phone and then that's it. This is the whole other thing surrounding it.
ZPMP. Oh, already gone. So, I missed what they're talking about because now I'm looking for these QR codes or little codes at that, and you can see it's at the top.
Yeah.
Never settle. They have to keep in mind, in heart.
I will never settle for less. And I think the OnePlus made a very good job to create a company which is based on the users.
The biggest thing I want to see with the new phone is a solid operating system.
The battery life is awesome, so keep it that way.
I need a bigger screen and also.
So what do you guys think? You just mentioned operating system. Do you think that this will come with any CyanogenMod support, or just straightly only?
The OnePlus 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's based off Cyanogen.
but it's gonna be Oxy, right? So are they gonna be Oxy only? Are they gonna have?
I'm sure they'll
And I could
give
go
the
on all
options.
day about our community, as it constantly inspires
All right, now I'm gonna look around for
to
another
do
one.
better. But now it's time to talk about what comes next. And it's a difficult question that we constantly ask ourselves. We are young, we lack experience, but after shipping more than 1 million devices, we learn a thing or two.
And that is kind of impressive to say 1 million devices they did ship. That is.
The whole world
They never really talked about
expects
how
much
many
more
numbers
from
they had
us.
until the
That's
2.
true.
To be honest, when we started this company, we had no idea where this would all lead to. We thought that we could do better than what was currently out there in the market, and we focused on creating amazing products. But lately, we have been thinking, talking, and debating on not just how to make a better product, but how to do something more meaningful.
They must have a
And we still-
360 camera.
Well, obviously, in order to do that,
What does
plus,
that mean for OnePlus?
it's like those YouTube 360s, right?
Well, something along those lines. But I mean, even the processing capacity to stitch the images together in real time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. We started the OnePlus to build a company that's truly focused on products and users. We build
The problem is now all I'm doing is looking for these codes.
We do that
I'm not listening to what they're
by
saying at all
focusing
anymore.
on
Not until they
just
actually release
important
this
just
device.
specs. That is not to say high-end specs aren't important. They are, and we have them. But they are just a piece of the puzzle.
I can't really tell what that says. I don't know. 9 UMT. No.
We care more about experience.
This one's on a little foosball table.
Did you grab the one that says Q9C4?
What is it?
Q9C4.
Oh yeah, I got that one already.
We are guided by you, our fans, and we are not afraid
9.
to make revisions until every small detail is right.
Oh, it's just so jittery. I can't make that one out.
That is what we did with the OnePlus One.
I'm putting it on high quality because I just can't. It's just so jittery. I can't make out that one thing. Did we lose Sylvain?
We might have.
And we have done it again with OnePlus 2.
I agree. Thank you, Pete.
You're welcome.
All right, let's move on.
Bye.
Alright, I missed that one. I didn't see what that said.
So the OnePlus 2 is super important for us because we have to show the world, but more importantly ourselves, that the success of the One wasn't just a fluke. It has to make a big impact. So I'd be lying if I said that our team wasn't worried about this or didn't lose sleep over this. I think a lot of us had this thought in the
Sylvain was saying
minds.
there's some issues where he's not the same
So we spent a
point.
year on this project, looking through a lot of community feedback.
It's off center, so whenever it went live, it doesn't go live at the same time for everybody.
OnePlus
That's
2.
too bad.
I think for a lot of us,
We're having the
first
guy
time we
walk
saw the
around
product,
and
a lot of our
Like
fears
right now, I'm still at the part where they're all sitting in a room and talking.
Oh, see, I'm at.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter what he thinks.
You can see this. Well, you can't really.
Our
So
customers
Carl is
are
walking
basically
around the
experts
room,
and we decide whether or not
talking
this
about.
product is a success. Thanks.
They were just in a break room.
Okay.
Now they're in a room with a big TV and looking for code. I'm looking
Specs
for.
are boring. Specs are the least interesting part of any product. When you always talk about never settle, you can't cut any corners. So of course the OnePlus 2 has some of the best specs available on the market. For the processor, we went straight to Qualcomm's top. The blazingly fast Snapdragon 810.
There we go. Let's see.
OnePlus 2 also has 4 GB of DDR4 RAM, 64 GB of storage, 5.5-inch 1080p display,
Oh, it's just so jittery.
and a 3300 milliamp battery. Speaking of blazing, I'm
I've got
actually
a
having
very
a call
clear
with
feed.
Tim McDonald, VP of Marketing at Qualcomm, to learn a little bit more about Snapdragon 810. Hey Tim, how are you?
XW8.
Hi, Carl.
We're launching the OnePlus 2 now, the world's first virtual reality launch. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Snapdragon 810?
Nope, missed out on that one.
Qualcomm's honored to be collaborating with OnePlus on the launch of your latest smartphone, the OnePlus 2, powered by the Qualcomm.
Because they just talked about specs. They just talked about they're bringing some other guy in.
The OnePlus One. It's a culmination of a vision to develop
I'm waiting for price.
built around the community.
Yeah.
You guys really nailed it.
I think that's going to be the most important thing for a lot of people here.
I've
Yeah,
taken this vision
it's
far.
definitely gonna be the price.
Our engineers worked tirelessly to ensure that everything was perfectly tuned for the absolute best performance. And the result's amazing. The Snapdragon 810 processor inside the OnePlus 2 is our most advanced chip yet. Thanks to its high-performance processing, optimized to deliver the best possible experience you can get in a smartphone.
And a lot of people are wishing for higher end specs, but we already know by now specs
I
are.
mean, I think the Moto X came out and told us that we didn't have to have the high-end spec, just optimized specs, right? Just fine. And to be honest, I think we're reaching that point where, I mean, like, are anybody going to notice a difference between 4 gigs and 3 gigs?
And right now, I mean, we already know what the OnePlus One Pro is like. I mean, we know it's a 5.5-inch display. It's going to be quad. It's running the second version of the Snapdragon 810, 4 gigabytes of RAM. You know, it's going to come with Oxygen OS on it. USB Type-C, 16-megapixel rear camera, 8 for the front, fingerprint scanner, and we know a ballpark of what the price is going to be.
By building its latest phone around the Snapdragon 810 processor, OnePlus has once again shown that it's possible to design a phone without compromise. Congratulations.
Yeah, I wish we could should have set this up where we could
Like we said before, a product
share the screen of the phone on the Hangouts. I don't want to set up that app on it right now.
Yeah, see, it's going to be kind of hard to do that from the tablet.
Okay, they just faded to something else now. Oh, they're coming into a big screen. Where's the next code?
I could probably set up my tablet so I can actually
share the screen. Do you have that? You have the barbecue screen up?
No, it's not a barbecue screen. I'm just going to put my camera in front of it.
Yeah, but then you got to move the camera around depending on what's on show, right?
Yeah, but that's okay by me.
So, oh, we do see a home button. Ooh, fingerprint sensor on the front, just like the Note 4 and S5. That's a 5.5-inch screen. Type-C.
Yeah, it's a 5.5-inch screen.
There's the camera. And alert sliders. We're having a mute, just like the iPhone.
Yeah, I kind of figured that would be it. It would be a thing.
To put it inside. I mean, I don't think I'd ever use that, to be honest with you. And that's the same one as
since we're on the VR, it's kind of.
Now it's not the best.
I have to turn around completely to see the information.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there we go. I just flip the tablet upside down. That does it.
So here it is, the OnePlus 2.
OnePlus 2.
Beautiful.
Still looks pretty big. They're saying it's going to be smaller.
It's largely a product created for you, so it's only fitting that we're introducing it together with you, our fans. Like I said before, we invited some of our fans to come to our office and see the OnePlus 2 before anyone else. They've been here for a couple of days, and they're going to launch the product together with me. Oliver, you've been playing with it too for a couple of days. What do you think about its design?
For me, the first thing I noticed about the OnePlus 2 is the amazing build quality and the premium feel of design, and that's really helped by the magnesium aluminium alloy frame that runs around the phone, but also the polished steel buttons around the edge of the phone.
So I noticed that some brands, they like to put their logos on the front. Like, what's your preference?
So now they're talking to the little the user group again.
Yep.
It's just a clean design on the front.
See that? I gotta fix my headphones now. I'm moving this thing
A
around.
lot of our users on the forums, they've had like intense debates on whether or not we should
Oh, I
put
got
the
it.
button on the left side or the right side. What's your take on that?
The buttons on this device are just simple
7 MQ.
and they're completely customizable. So you can set like which one's your home button, which one's your back button, and it's really down to you. And when you're not using the phone, they just dim and disappear, so you can just focus.
Missed that one too.
And Ollie, do you want to talk about the camera?
So yeah, let me start with photography. Basically, it's been one of my major hobbies for the past 6 or 7 years now. And I first found out about OnePlus just over a year ago. And
There's another code over there. PJN3L.
The one, it has been my main camera ever since. Smartphone cameras in general have changed our generation for the better. Now that we all have cameras in our pocket at all times, ready to capture.
So either somebody else has already got these quote or the invite numbers already, or
it's very possible.
Yeah.
With the lads. So with
That's the sad thing is, like, again, I'm missing what they're talking about because I'm just looking for these codes.
faster focusing, better image stabilization, and better
Tim
low light
McDonald from the VP of Marketing from
and
Qualcomm from Snapdragon 810.
normally get what you asked for. So with the 2, it has a 13 megapixel rear camera, but more importantly, the pixel sensor size is 1.3 microns, which is essentially 35% larger than most other smartphones right now. What this does is it lets in more light, so there's less noise, and the pictures are
Yes, you are hearing Ryan's audio.
Yeah, I have it cranked up so you guys can try to hear it.
Is the optical image stabilization system, which basically steadies the lens for clear shots even when you're shaking. So if you're taking videos, and let's say I'm moving the camera from like left to right, the 2 knows to cancel this out, so the video still comes out pretty clear. The other thing is the new, it's an awesome laser system, basically.
Oh, they're selling laser focus.
Scans the scene for the
from LG.
point. It's positioned right underneath the camera lens.
Oh, they're going to take
what you're trying to focus on. So I could be, with the 2, I could be focusing on Carl, and then I move to Oliver, and the 2 knows to focus on Oliver straight after. And it's really fast. It takes less than 0.3 seconds to do this. Right now, I feel totally comfortable not having a dedicated camera on me when traveling, or even at all, as long as I've got my 2 on me.
So when you get the OnePlus 2 for the first time, what's the first photo you're going to take?
It'll probably be a selfie. Yeah.
So what's next?
Do you want to talk about display?
Yeah. The display is
the camera. They said 13 megapixel, was it?
Because it's the thing you're going to be in space.
Yep.
It's the thing you're gonna
16, I think.
But I don't care too much about those words like 4K and 2K, Quad HD, because at the moment the technology is just not quite there, and all it's going to do is drain your battery. The OnePlus team have kept it real with a 5.5-inch 1080p display, which still
they're not moving to Quad HD.
Clean images, and that's also because of the 1500 to 1 contrast
Yeah,
ratio.
that screen would be quad.
No, it's not quad. He just said it's 1080p.
It's not the same display as the OnePlus One, right? No, it's
Really?
not. The screen is bloody bright.
Not
It's
1080p.
Because
he just said, they said, well, you know, the technology isn't quite there for 2K. Or like, dig.
The dot rate also goes incredibly dim, so when you first wake up, it doesn't blind you, and that's also helped by the dark UI mode in Oxygen OS. So the other day I was in a taxi.
Okay, so it is Oxygen OS it's going to be launching with.
And I could see everything on my screen perfectly. That was super surprising. So, shall we take a selfie?
Yeah, sure.
You want to do it?
Just moving the goddamn tablet around is really annoying me right now.
I know. Like they're taking a selfie of each other. Ooh, look at that. Oh, and now a new.
Thank you to Christian, Oliver, and Ali for telling us about the OnePlus 2. There's a lot more to talk about.
Come
I
on,
want to share
where's
with you
another
what
code?
sets the OnePlus 2 apart, and also
Where's
what
another
sets the
code?
future direction for our industry. One of such things is USB Type-C. So the OnePlus 2 comes with a USB Type-C port and a cable. And what this means is that you can charge your phone in either orientation, like this.
Nope. Invalid invite.
Yeah, I've
But
been
also,
getting down
this
with
is
the code,
100%
so
unique to
I'm getting a
OnePlus.
feeling they've
The other side of the USB cable is also reversible, and it's one of our patents. The USB Type-C standard sets you ahead of the curve and also makes sure that your OnePlus 2 is future-proof for years to come. And a small, simple adapter allows you to use your old cables and accessories with the OnePlus 2. Our phones have become an extremely important part of our lives. It's a collection of things that matter the most to us.
There's a guy playing golf.
Photos and information.
That's weird.
Nowadays, losing your phone is more devastating than losing your keys.
Oh, there's another code. He's gonna run a code.
But how do you balance the conflict between security and convenience? You want to protect yourself and your data, but you don't want the annoyance of having to unlock your phone.
He had the code upside down, buddy.
Our solution,
doesn't help.
The OnePlus 2, comes with a fingerprint sensor. And not just any sensor. Our sensor is extremely easy to use, allows you to store up to 5 fingerprints, and a simple press takes you to the home screen. Oh, did I say it's fast? It's super fast. Faster than our iPhones. And it's secure. So let's do a demo.
So the fingerprint, they're saying, is faster than iPhone and is more secure than the iPhone.
Hey, David.
Oh, another phone rang in the middle of the.
Which brings us to another point.
So they're going to talk about
it's not
this
uncommon
alert.
for the need to suddenly arise to silence your phone, and you don't always have the ability to do so. So unlock your phone, find the right menu, and silence it, especially not when you're filming the first virtual reality launch. What we've done is we made a dedicated hardware switch, something we call the alert slider. So
I don't know, Martin, what do you think about this alert slider? Like, do you think
no notifications,
that's something you think you'd actually use?
to all notifications.
Probably.
While the phone
I
is
mean,
still in your
get used to
pocket.
it.
But that looks cool. Instead of being off or on, like they do in the iPhone, it's going to be like, it's just going to be like the lollipop where it's all priority or none.
So style swap covers allow you to customize the back of
Which
your
makes
phone with
sense.
different beautiful
That's cool.
materials. The OnePlus 2 comes with our signature sandstone black style swap covers, but this time around we made 4 additional covers in premium materials. In addition, we changed the style swap system, so it's
So I figured I could do this though now. Is I take the phone and I flip it
last
upside down.
Let's do a demo. Lucy,
I'm now
ready?
looking at the other
You guys
end of
ready?
the room.
I'm gonna set a timer on my phone.
So I can now
Okay.
move it around, make it a little
Ready?
easier to go.
Set, go.
So they're changing the back on it to see how well it changes.
See, it's mere seconds.
Very quick.
Let's
All
talk
right.
about the software that powers the OnePlus 2, Oxygen OS. Today, Android offers a great user experience out of the box, and we didn't want to reinvent the wheel. We believe that users
missed it.
place things like stability, performance, and battery life above gimmicky features. So that's what we chose to focus on with Oxygen OS, a powerful Android experience. To be clear, Oxygen OS is not pure Android. We made subtle changes on top of the OS, but made sure that every change we made added a significant
good.
value to the user experience.
I feel like a bit of a fool switching
go
around
through
like
a
crazy
few
like
of
this.
I know.
We've always been about user freedom and customization, and it's no different with Oxygen OS. And with dark mode, you can quickly turn your entire system UI dark with a flick of the switch.
I was hoping I'd just be able to put the tablet somewhere.
Color
and just
mode, you
watch
can
it
quickly
right there.
fine-tune the accent colors throughout your system.
Oh, missed that one too. Man, I'm slow on
In
this.
addition, Oxygen OS natively supports icon packs in many different formats, allowing you to drastically change the look and feel of your device with a simple switch. There's also features like
a lot of people would
fine-tuning your LED indicator and your icon grid size, and more.
No, I never did get a chance to try Oxygen
We've also
OS,
built
but
a
it does
brand
look very
new,
much like
beautiful
Cyanogen.
camera app into the OnePlus 2. It's simple, but loaded with powerful features. And there's also a super resolution mode that allows you to take 50 megapixel camera photos in stunning clarity. Slow motion mode allows you to capture slow motion videos in up to 120 frames per second. And there's also an automatic time-lapse mode. Security was a huge focus when building Oxygen OS. With app permissions, you can fine-tune just exactly what each and every app has access to. Things like location, contacts,
Like I said,
and identity.
I'm still kind of pretty cool this is done, except
Is there an
just
app
wish I didn't have
notification that's
to
bothering you? Turn it off. It's your phone. Don't let it be controlled by your apps.
go around for these
So I'd like to
codes.
summarize the OnePlus 2 in 4 concepts. 1. Better specs than anything out there. With a Snapdragon 810, 4 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, a large 3300 milliamp battery. It's got one of the best 5.5-inch 1080p displays in terms of color and calibration, and also got LTE Dual SIM support globally. This thing is beyond powerful and will be future-proof for years to come.
An invalid invite.
One of the best cameras in both daytime and nighttime, with a large 1.3 micron sensor.
So it's only
that's
13
much more
megapixel
light
camera.
than before.
Yeah, I saw that.
But
The
it is
OIS sensor
a bigger,
compensates for shakiness, allowing you to take much clearer
bigger
photos.
sensor though.
And the laser focus makes sure you never
So
miss that shot.
kind of
again.
thinking ultra pixels
I'm really
almost.
looking forward to traveling with the OnePlus 2 and taking a lot of amazing shots. 3. Gorgeous design. No distracting logos on the front or tacky textures on the back. The OnePlus 2 comes in subdued colors
I'm
with our
looking
signature
at-
sandstone black texture. This thing is a beauty. The first time you see it, and every time thereafter. And finally, features and innovations from the future. USB Type-C, the fingerprint sensor, our patented reversible USB, our alert slider, and our style swap covers. I'm sure that our competitors will take note next year. Again, just to summarize, better specs than anything out there. One of the best cameras in both daytime and nighttime. Gorgeous design, and features from the future. The OnePlus 2 is not a flagship from 2015. We call it the 2016 flagship killer. Although we learned a lot from the OnePlus 1, to manage our user experience and manage our risk, we're rolling out the OnePlus 2 with invites. This time we made a few changes to make the entire process much more seamless. For one, we're more confident about our demand, so we have much more inventory right from the beginning. What this means to you is that it's going to be a lot easier to get an invite. Like now. We also have something we call a reservation list. Simply log into oneplus.net, enter your email, and you'll be in line to get the invite as soon as it's available. Of course, here, we're going to prioritize our early forum members.
Again, they're hyping the forum again.
We'll get invites to share, but this time around, it's going to happen a lot faster than before. So by now, you're probably wondering, when can I get my hands on the OnePlus 2? Well, the OnePlus 2 is going to be available for sale in the United States, Canada, India, European Union, and China on August 11th. In Q4 of this year, we're rolling out in Southeast Asia. What? Hey, it's not for now.
Alright, am I still alive?
Now, where was I?
Yeah, you're there.
We planned a surprise for you guys. We'll be setting up pop-up stores in 9 of our most popular cities around the world.
Ah, physical stores.
Staff all across the world.
New York
There,
City and San Francisco.
Device, talk to us, ask us questions, and also maybe even receive an invite with goodie bags.
I'm guessing it's just little
Check out
PR kiosk
OnePlus.net,
things and not actual
dates and times,
stores.
And we hope to see you there.
And go away on your scooter.
So thank you. Thank you to our partners and the entire OnePlus team. But more importantly, thank you to you.
Hey, Spider-Man's on their team.
We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you for your criticism and expectations. They're not a burden, but rather a badge of honor. We told you to never settle, and we're proud that you're constantly making us question our every move. It's made us better and stronger. We are young, we're still learning, and we are still growing. But just like you, we will never settle.
Hey, guys, can we wrap it up? We're going to turn off the lights any minute now.
Oh, it's fine, we're done anyway.
Oh, no.
Huh?
You forgot the price.
Oh, right.
Oh, here we go, price.
What's the OnePlus 2 going to cost again?
Well, we can look at the other flagship this year. HTC M9, Galaxy S6, iPhone 6. They all cost more than $700 since the OnePlus 2 is a newer and more premium device. So it should cost more than the OnePlus 1.
Yeah, I think I've read rumors on Twitter that it's going to cost around $500.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, Liam.
Of course, we know why. The OnePlus 2 is a true flagship killer. But never settle. It's time for us to tell you the price of the 64 gigabytes. The OnePlus 2 is.
Huh?
What?
Oh, power went
I already
out.
told you guys. Lights out.
So we have to go to the website. It's telling us.
So what's the price?
Oh, they're not saying.
Oh my god.
We have to wait till August 11th to hear the price on this. I will lose my shit. Okay, they did not at all say the price.
Alright, so we still don't know the price.
We still don't know the price. We're back now. It's just back to the main screen again. I can play again, so I guess you guys can watch it whenever you want. That was 33 minutes, and it told us pretty much everything we already knew. We just got to actually to see the device. I mean, it leaked already earlier, but no price. We know August 11th. We know it's going to be in Canada. I mean, but then again, they shipped to Canada last time, so it'll be interesting to see if we get really hosed on the exchange. Well, obviously, we're going to get that. But
Right.
on the
they need
on the
not to
shipping.
ship with DHL.
Yeah, that was a very poor choice.
Did you guys see when he was talking in front of the room with all the computers and people?
Mhm.
On the left, on his right, there's a guy dressed in Superman with
Oh yeah.
a board. What was it?
Board.
I thought
They
it was
had
the price.
no. It was these little codes. So if you entered OnePlus 1pl.us/ whatever that code was, it was an invite code. So
Oh, shoot.
so I've been going through. So here's the invite codes that I saw. Maybe we'll do is we'll share these later on. I saw a Q9C4. Hype JYW9 5WZH J82G. Those are the ones I saw. I think there's a couple more that I entered in, but I always got by the time I entered in, it said, "Oh, you entered an invalid code."
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that means that somebody else had already seen it or something. So
pretty much
taken it.
Wow. So
did you get JYW9?
I got JYW9. Yeah. We should write these down at some point, probably. But anyways, yeah, not much was really revealed. If you hadn't been paying attention to the leaks, you wouldn't have noticed that the fingerprint scanner was in the front, like the Note and the S series. I was really thinking they were going to put it in the back. That would have been really cool, because I really like the idea of using the back, just because I get so used to using my LG series, using the back button. I let a friend of mine use my LG on the weekend, and she said it was really great, actually, to take the pictures. Anyways, but back to OnePlus. So that was what they introduced. 13 megapixel camera. I want to compare the size of that. They were saying the pixels. So what is the HTC One M9 Ultra Pixel micron size? Was it how big was it?
It's been confirmed. It has OIS on it.
Yeah, OIS, and it has laser focus,
Which is awesome.
the LG. So it was 1.3 micron pixels is the size of each pixel. Compare that to the Ultra Pixel, which is 2 micron pixels. So actually, pretty big. It gets pretty big, and to see how big it was compared to other ones. But again, very interesting to see that part. The camera looks okay. I want to see if they had any options for like any manual modes or what you could really do with it. They really didn't really get into that though, eh?
No, they didn't.
Okay, so yeah, so I have to play it again. But anyways, it was interesting. I like the idea. I mean, if I wasn't watching this on live with you guys like this, it would be kind of interesting to be able to, stand in the middle of the room and do that move around. But I think it kind of got ruined by the fact that I had to do that. If I was doing the cardboard, I'm like, oh, how would I be able to say I want that link? I'd have to go and leave the cardboard, go to the thing, type the code in. It was kind of lame in that sense. If you want people to really pay attention, that's not the way to do it, I think. Unless there's something I'm missing, like some sort of maybe clues. Do I have to enter them all in there or something? I don't know.
Well, for me, the feed wasn't at the same time of yours, and I just couldn't listen to yours and mine at the same time, so I had to quit.
Okay, that's weird. But we can watch it again. We can see what you guys think. August 11th. We just don't know the prices. I think that is a pretty trolly move to be able to just do it that sense.
How about the hype?
All that hype. So we still have 4 days, so 2 weeks now before it'll be available.
Well, I'm sure it's going to leak before that.
The price, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the price is at that point. I mean, they said it's going to be under 500. I think they say under 450 or under 500. I can't remember the actual number he said.
Under 500.
Under 500. So I mean, not bad. Again, compared to specs that are out there right now, 4 gigs of RAM, 13 megapixel camera, Snapdragon 810, the new 8 version 2. We have all these top end specs that are out there. Even if it was 500 US, the dollar being what it is right now, that's probably a little about 6 something.
I know that 450 was 554.
What's it? Let's just take a look here. So if it was $500, let's say at the top end, and that's for their they're saying for their 64 gigabyte version, right?
That's right. So it's
That's
600.
a pretty good. So if I use XE, it's telling me 500 US right now is 650 Canadian.
Yep.
There's any tax on top of that?
Probably.
And some shipping?
Probably.
That puts it over $700. I mean.
Yeah, but we don't know it's 500 yet.
We don't know. So, but I mean, that puts it around, and like whereas that'd be at the 32, the 32 gigabyte S6 is $700, I think, right? The G4 is about $700. So that's before tax. So I mean, it's going to be some savings over one of the bigger flagships, the other flagships out there, but I don't think it's going to be a lot more than the other flagships. And like that could be a great savings. I just don't see saving pennies on the dollar as being a killer versus, I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, obviously there's a lot of hype. I mean, it's absolutely crazy how much everybody on the site. You mentioned the word OnePlus in one of our articles, and it shoots through the roof. People want this phone,
because
right?
the article was well written.
Yeah, it was well written. And, in French, it was it's a langue de.
But
anyways,
it's there, and if I had that $600, I would buy that over any other phone. I'm a happy customer from OnePlus.
It would be worth it from the looks of it. And like I don't need the Quad HD, so I just need the specs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just very interested. I just want to know more about why those codes were there. Like, and it's just that everybody else was that much faster. And I get it. I'm not the fastest guy, and
those codes were for immediate invites for you to buy it, and they were used before it even started.
Okay, so that's just kind of a weird thing. Again, if you want people to pay attention, but I found myself listening to more, looking for those codes than I was doing anything else. And I can't see it. Maybe if you had cardboard, there's a way to click to bring you to it or something, or
I don't think so.
But
I don't know, but I wonder. I hope it's not one code for one invite. I mean, there's so many people watching.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how many people are watching? There's 30 some odd people right now watching us right now, and we're hardly any. We're nobody, right? So
how many people are watching this?
Like 30 some odd people.
Well, that's good.
So I mean, and so how many people are actually watching it using the cardboard? So they're all hammering it in. I just thought, for those that are watching it and trying to learn and hear what's going on, it's they're at a bit of a disadvantage than somebody who's just there to get the codes. But anyway, so that's interesting take. We'll try to draft something up tonight about some of the features and we saw, and we'll do a little quick retake on that. And but thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. If there's anything that you think we missed, by all means, let us know. It was very interesting to see this new a cool way to do this. This kind
of experience was actually interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely see options for this going forward in many different ways.
Oh, definitely.
I just wish if you watch a YouTube 360 video on YouTube, you can drag it around and move it yourself instead of having to do that. I wish they could have done that. Because I hated having to be able to do it. Because then I could have just held it up in front of you guys and or moved it on, or see if I could done barbecue screen to bring it on the screen to show you.
No, we had to move the screen yourself. So.
Yeah. Oh well. So go check it out. You guys can play it again, and we'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Thanks so much.
Take care,
thanks,
guys.
Mark. Thanks, Sylvain. Yeah.